Hello everybody. We're in front of the Harriet Irving Library at a place called Poets Corner, which is a bit of a little amphitheater and meeting place. Sometimes during nice weather in the fall, you'll see the odd professor bringing their classes out here to discuss matters of academic import. The reason that we're here today is to do a little tour of the library and talk about some of the things that we've been doing over the last couple of decades or so to make the library as a place more inviting to students. And now, as UNB and the library, in this case, embarks on an indigenization initiative, which is intended to make our spaces more welcoming and also more aware of the territory upon which we are standing at the moment, we are going to be seeking your input on what we can do to better serve you. Step right this way. So, assuming that I was standing here when you entered the library, this would be the view from the lobby, and you can see that just above me we have an LCD screen announcing various activities, at least potentially. I'm not looking right now, probably telling you the time. Can you imagine what we might do in the space as you walk in to make it more inviting? Imagine, for example, if we were to get one of those caulking guns, seal this up tight, fill it with water, and put in some tropical fish. Recognizing how much UNB has grown over the past few years to accommodate a substantial increase in international student populations, one of the things that we have done is place a board where we invite students in their languages to, for example, tell us how they would say welcome. But I don't believe we have any Wolastoqey or Mi'kmaq on this board yet. At various places in the library, we will have exhibits of materials, sometimes books, that touch on topics of contemporary relevance. This one here is a Canadian social history series. Can you think of other exhibits of relevance that we should be looking into? This is the research help desk where Kim fields questions from students who walk in and also online from all around the world. Kim is also the proud creator and guardian of the reference rats. We've just opened this room recently, and it includes 3 Macintosh computers with multimedia software that can be used to create and edit movies, podcasts, images, all sorts of things. And it's meant to respond to the fact that more and more students are creating assignments in other modalities other than just text. Let's see what this fellow's up to here. Excuse me, young man, what are you doing?
I'm working on a project.
This is a little exhibit of photography by a local group of artists called Silverfish. And so I'm not sure quite what the theme of this exhibit is, but it would seem to suggest some kind of natural theme. Believe it or not, there's a lot of film material that is still only available in hard copy, and in particular DVD or Blu-ray. We have a collection of those here in various areas, including in First Nations studies. We have here a recent Canadian movie called Elder in the Making, PBS series called We Shall Remain, America Through Native Eyes, Wabanaki, People from Where the Sun Rises. Here we are on the 3rd floor in some recently converted study space that used to hold thousands upon thousands of dusty old books. And now, let's check out the 4th floor now. A little known area of the library here where we have children's books as well as young adult books that are often popular with second language learners of English, and also when students bring their own young children. We can look at some of the books that we have here. Prairie Alphabet by Yvette Moore. Can you think of some children's books that we should have at the library? Brown Bear, what do you see? Now we're up on the 5th floor and we're going to enter the Stewart Room. Boys, check out the view from up here. And check out our courtyard. What do you think we could do in this courtyard that could be interesting? This is an exhibit of Canadian children's literature from the 1950s and 60s that featured in a talk that one of our librarians recently gave. And it gives a sense of some of the publishing activities that were happening here in the province. And also, it's funny sometimes to look back and see how different cultures were depicted at the time that now seem a little insensitive, if not downright insulting. Angie and the Arab by Joan Ganong. How to Be Kind. That's probably not so bad. This is called Owl by Josephine Appak from Clyde River in Nunavut. Wow, I didn't know this was up here.
Throughout the library there is a smattering of study rooms with big LCD screens you can plug laptops into. You can also take out laptops at the service desk. And you can book these rooms online. It's just a great place to get together with your friends and study to discuss different projects. So we must be careful, those of us who were born with the wrong number of fingers or the gift of loving. We must do our best to behave like normal members of society and not make nuisances of ourselves. Otherwise it could go hard with us. It is better to bite back your tears, swallow your laughter, and learn to fake the mildly self-depreciating titter favored by the bourgeoisie than to be left entirely alone, as you will be if your discomfity embarrasses your neighbors. I wish I didn't keep forgetting that.
Thanks for taking the time to embark on this little tour of the library with me, and I hope that perhaps it'll spark some ideas when we meet next week and talk about what UNB Libraries can be doing to create a more welcoming environment. See you then.